Welcome to Lean Smart's Lean Tip of the Day. Today we're going to talk about batch production and a few of the side effects that come with doing batch work. Specifically, a few of the 7 wastes of lean and how they come into play whenever you're doing batch work. As you can see, we're in my laundry room because the laundry room is a place where you can easily see batch production at work. Because a washer and a dryer, they don't do one piece at a time. They do big loads of clothes, an entire batch of clothes at a single time. And there are consequences. There are wastes that get multiplied in the process when doing things in batch work. So I'm going to give you a closer look of what we're talking about here. This is the batch. Here it is on the floor. The floor is clean though. We're going to talk about a few wastes of the 7 wastes of lean. One is inventory. The second one is defects. And the other one is waiting. So as you can see, I've got a lot of inventory here. And when you've got a lot of inventory, you need a lot of space. When you do stuff in batch work, you need space on a shelf, space to fold it, space to put it in a basket. It spreads everything out and increases the motion and other wastes involved. So that's one waste in batch production. You need more space because you have larger quantities of inventory, and that inventory has to be held somewhere while it's being processed. Another waste is waiting. I don't always get to the dryer when it's immediately done. I don't run my house like a manufacturing plant, and some manufacturing plants, in fact many that do batch production, even when it's done with something, the stuff waits there for quite some time before it gets touched again. That waiting is wasteful time. But let's talk about that time a little bit more because defects can absolutely come into play. In the case of these clothes, when they're waiting inside the dryer or outside, if I don't do something with them right away, they're going to get wrinkled, and that wrinkle could be a defect. It has happened before that I've thrown it back into the dryer and reworked them just to get rid of those wrinkles, or it's added to how much ironing I have to do. So the waiting can cause other issues too. If you're in a medical device industry or related where there's clean rooms, I've seen time and time again where the inventory is waiting somewhere, and because of the environment, even though it's clean, it creates more opportunity for contamination to get in, and then defects and other issues. So it can all be related. But if you move away from the batch work into one-piece flow, you don't have those huge numbers of inventory. There's far less waiting in the system, and the defects go down. If there is a defect, you catch it really quickly, and it's not multiplied through the entire batch of clothes. I mean, what if I forgot my soap? I'd have to do all of these over again. But if it's one piece at a time, I'm going to catch it quick, and then all the rest will be saved. They won't go through that process. So anyway, a few ideas about batch production. There are regulations and other issues that come into play too, and technologies as well, but it still remains true that one-piece flow does reduce the amount of waste in a system, and it is the ideal for all of us to strive for. For more lean tips and sound advice for your lean journey, visit us at leansmarts.com.